Forbes India Legal Powerlist 2021 has joined hands with Legit Quest, India's AI-based 360-degree solution for the legal stakeholders. In our previous episodes, we witnessed the felicitation of some of the awardees in different categories and also heard the views of some distinguished personalities from the legal domain. In this episode, we present more glimpses from the glittering ceremony held at New Delhi. The gathering of luminaries from the legal fraternity also witnessed a special address by Justice Sanjeev Khanna.
It's clearly a generational change, something I could have never imagined when we joined the profession in '83. We were just talking to Justice Lokur and Justice Sikri also. It's something unbelievable, something very different from what we were used to. Well, we are all used to speaking in the court, but this is a different occasion. We are assembled here today to welcome, acknowledge and honor our future, the future of the bar and hopefully the bench, the third arm of a constitutional structure, which is the judiciary. There is a sense of hope, expectation and optimism. I don't want to reflect upon the contemporary legal issues and problems we face, because this is not meant to be an occasion where we sermonize and preach. But for all those who do not want to pick up litigation, I just want to point out a different perspective. Indian legal profession over the last 75 years has grown and possibly is the world's largest with about 750,000 enrolled members. We add about 75,000 new advocates from about 1,700 new law colleges every year with different and divergent standards. But do not get disappointed with these figures. If at all, the figures of pending litigation justifies need for more advocates, as I have figures pertaining to September 2021 when over 4.5 crores cases were pending across India, of which about 87 or 88% were pending in subordinate courts and about 12 or 13% were pending before the High Court. 45 lakhs cases are pending before the subordinate courts and the High Court are over 10 years old. Not only this, between 2010 and 2020, pendency of cases across courts grew by 2.8% annually. These figures do not include the pendency before tribunals, which if included, the figures will go up substantially. We must also acknowledge that greater acknowledgement of rights and better access to courts is bound to have effect and impact on increase in fresh cases. Let's also keep in mind the Indian median age is about 28 years. Thus, we require lawyers not only to argue cases, but then also to man the courts as judges and members of the tribunals. But with this comes great responsibility and need for competent and good advocates. Thus, there is a huge opportunity in front of the legal profession and all of you. Perhaps the golden era of the legal profession of India lies ahead. Legal profession obviously is not the same as it began, and it's no longer the old dispensation. We have seen birth of new ways of doing things and death of the old order. The major shift, if it can be traced back, relates to the period post-1991, when the impact of liberalization and globalization which has resulted in considerable influx of capital and job opportunities in the private sector. This had led to growth of a middle class which is not passive but aspirational, assertive, and demands good governance. The empowerment of those who had lagged behind has led to the break of the old order. The social change is truly reflected in the legal profession, as the gender gap has reduced and is reducing. And one can say with the sense of pride that the legal profession is truly representative of India's diversity and society it serves. The past decades, 2 decades, have seen a mini revolution in the legal profession, with the greatest legal impact on corporate legal arena, where legal work relates to as diverse fields as project financing, intellectual property, environment protection, competition law, international taxation, infrastructure contracts, corporate governance, investment laws, which areas were almost unknown when we started the practice. Elimination of barriers to enter into contracts and involvement in economic activity have gradually created diverse platforms for legal professionals. Here, I think the importance of having multidisciplinary approach in legal profession requires attention, and those who will enter this field at the earlier stage will obviously gain. The second aspect where the future holds a key became apparent when, during the course of pandemic, we realized the importance of digitization in delivering justice. Technological advances and development of online services would possibly be a game changer in the manner in which the advocates interact with clients. Those who develop new and innovative ways of interacting with those who seek legal opinion will reap benefits. Digitization may also address the element of fear and distrust which the litigants and clients have, which we often do not acknowledge, but they do exist in the society. Digitization may also raise new questions relating to professional ethics, rights, and obligations. Digital technology has shown that it is extremely user-friendly and can be cost-effective. In this way, the technological innovations represents a huge opportunity. 1, to make process and procedures more efficient. 2, to make evidence more reliable and more readily available. 3, to make the experience of appearing in court less stressful. And 4, to make the justice more accessible to a wider number of people. Hybrid or mixed system of court hearing is here to stay, and possibly online hearing would become the preferred or the only method of addressing arguments. Young lawyers with knowledge of law who have time at their disposal to master the facts in the case and elucidate the nuances of legal issues involved have a bright future. As I see youngsters with mastery over facts of a case and with the subject matter and domain expertise, skills, and good oratory have an edge over those who tend to more rely on sheer brilliance of their oratory skills. Perhaps this is not understood in the proper perspective. Courts are looking for domain skill and subject matter skills advocates who can help us understand the critical nuances of new laws which we face day in, day out. Invariably, we tend to then work on our own and understand how to interpret, deal with the situations. One critical area which has to some extent been ignored by the youngsters, and hopefully the matter will be corrected in near future, relates to analysis and deconstruction of statements of law which form the basis and reasoning of the judgments. Analysis and comments without any constraints are of vital importance for development and growth of law. Such evaluations are indispensable and are needed by both the bar and the bench. Lastly, I'd like to point out an area which I feel is of considerable importance but often overlooked. We do tend to give a lot of importance to delays, but there is one aspect of delay which we have normally ignored. Justice is the quest for truth. Unfortunately, it appears that most parties work under the notion that without introduction of some amount of falsehood or padding of facts, etc., they would not be able to satisfy the requirements of law. This is far from the truth. Lies and justice are opposites. In fact, many parties suffer on this account as it delays the proceedings. I wish all the winners success and a happy lawyering. To those who missed out, there is an opportunity in future. The courts do not look around for awards. They look around for good arguments. And that is what makes you succeed in a matter. Thank you so much.
Lawyers are the real advocates of law. They decode the complexities of law, the application of abstract legal theories to solve specific problems, and provide individualized solutions. To felicitate their contribution to this fraternity, the next category of awards were Top In-House Lawyer category.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next category is Top In-House Lawyers. Let me invite the winners on stage now for this special category that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Anjali Ghosh, India and South Asia Legal Lead, Amazon Web Services. Next on stage, could I please have Arun Madhav, Vice President, Legal Vodafone Idea. After that, if I could please have Monica Sharma, AVP Legal and Compliance, The Leela. Also, I would like to call Sameet Gambhir, Vice President, Corporate Law and Company Secretary, Shriram DCM. I also want Shubhya Pandey, Legal Counsel, ALD Automotive, to please come on stage. Congratulations once again to all the winners. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we have the next category, which is Top Law Firms Management Professionals. Well, this category recognizes the workforce behind all the lawyers. A professional who goes above and beyond in the standard responsibilities that they have to deliver quality service. It identifies how effectively resources are used and deployed at the same time, displayed, sustained, intensive cooperation and collaboration across different sectors. It's now time to announce the winners in this category. Let me invite the winners on stage now. Could I please start with Bithika Anand, founder and CEO, Legal League Consultancy. Could I also have Komal Gupta, Chief Innovation Officer, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Next, could I please have Nipun Bhatia, President, Strategic Legal Management, Legal League Consulting. And could I have Padmini Rathore, CEO, DSK Legal. Could we have Priyanka Gupta, Director, Strategy and Corporate Relations, Kocher and Company? Also, if we could have Priyan Garg, Senior Manager, DSK Legal. I would also like to call upon stage Vivek Das, Founder, Pro Consulting Solutions.
The next category of the award was Top Advocate on Record category. This category has been newly introduced at Forbes India Legal Powerlist 2021 and celebrates the success of individuals who are the flag bearers of justice at the apex court.
Could I have Abhinav Srivastav, co-founding partner, GSL Chambers? We have 2 winners in this category. Congratulations. And the second winner in the category is Manisha Karya, Advocate on Record. Congratulations.
The evening was witness to felicitations of various private and public institutions from different sectors that had been shortlisted at this grand event in the presence of an august gathering of some of the most prominent and powerful names in the legal profession. In the next episode, we will see a power-packed conversation between the legal luminaries of India on the topic Law Trends in Mergers and Acquisitions. Keep watching.
In a radically changed world characterized by uncertainty, geopolitical instability, shifting consumer preferences and accelerated digitization, there is a heightened need for agility and adaptability to remain relevant.
Of course, EV is a huge sector right now, very popular, electronic vehicles, tech, and also renewable energy. I think those are some sectors we're going to see some real, we're seeing and we'll see some more activity.
Because 2021 was the top most year for the M&A. 5.9 actually all over, not only India, but across the globe. This year, we are seeing that 20% less this year, but at the same time, India's story growth continues with this.
As far as GST is concerned, government is giving so much benefits, like if you can see the refunds of exports. So that's the very important thing, and now it is very easy. If you are doing export with payment of tax, you will get the refund in 7 days, 90% refund you receive. And the 10% you get within 60 days. So there is a foundation on the officers also to give the refund within a stipulated time.